Did anyone ever sit you down and tell you the real truth about life after 80? Not the sugar-coated version. Not the, "you're only as young as you feel," or 80 is the new 60. But the deeper, often unspoken truth. The kind that sits in the quiet hours, shows up in the mirror, or lingers in the silence after dinner. Crossing into your 80s changes things quietly, but unmistakably. And if you're not ready for those changes, they can sneak up on you. You might find yourself asking, "Why didn't someone tell me?" That's what this video is for. We're going to talk through 5 brutal but honest truths about life after 80. Not to scare you, not to depress you, but to help you see what's coming and meet it with grace, clarity, and strength. Because yes, there's loss but also wisdom. There's loneliness but also deep presence. There's a quieter life but also a deeper one. Let's walk through it together with open eyes and a steady heart. The first thing that hits you after 80 often isn't physical. It's relational. Your world gets quieter not by choice, but by time. Friends pass. Neighbors move. Siblings grow silent. Family calls get shorter. Invitations slow down. It's not that people stop caring. They're just caught in their own swirl of busyness, aging, or distance. You wake up and realize the phone isn't ringing like it used to. The front door doesn't open as often. You're still loved, but less often seen. This was true for Harold, 85 years old. He used to meet the same group at the corner diner every Friday. No texting, no planning, it was just the routine. But slowly, the group faded. One stopped driving. Another passed. And one Friday, Harold told me, "It's strange walking into a place where everyone used to know you. And now you're just another old man eating eggs alone." That kind of loneliness doesn't always come with tears. It comes in the pause after a joke when no one's there to laugh. In the evening silence, when you used to hear footsteps. But here's what you can do. You can reach out. Join that community center class. Start a weekly check-in call. Write a letter. Invite someone to lunch. Because after 80, connection doesn't knock, you have to go find it. And the beautiful part, you can. Here's another hard truth. By your 80s, your body starts making the decisions. The minor aches you used to shake off, now they linger. That little cold, it takes a week. That stumble, it can change your whole season. You can be doing everything right, eating well, moving your body, getting rest, and still find yourself wondering, why is recovery so slow? Let me tell you about Margaret, age 83. Sharp as a tack. Loved walking her dog, tending her backyard roses, and attending her poetry club. But one afternoon, she slipped while turning the garden hose. Nothing major, just a twist. But the recovery, weeks of resting, turned into months of fatigue. Her strength faded faster than she expected. "I thought I was just taking a break," she said. "But my body treated it like I'd shut down completely." At this age, rest is no longer always restorative. If you're not careful, it becomes decline. And even if you are careful, your body might still slow down anyway. But that doesn't mean you're broken. It means you move with more awareness. You pace yourself with intention. You learn that honoring your limits isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Margaret didn't return to daily walks. But she started a weekly walking circle with neighbors. She adapted. She moved forward. Even if the bounce is gone, your footing can still be strong. No matter how independent you've been, at some point after 80, help becomes necessary. At first, it's little things. You avoid the step stool. You hold the handrail tighter. You pause longer before turning left into traffic. And it doesn't feel good. You've lived a whole life being the one others leaned on. And now, you feel like asking for help chips away at your pride. Take Joseph, age 86. He built his own home with his bare hands. Fought in a war. Raised 5 kids. Never asked for a thing. One icy morning, he slipped on his porch. No broken bones, just a bruised hip and a bruised ego. His daughter started stopping by weekly with groceries. At first, he waved her off. "I've got it handled." But after a few months, he confessed, "I didn't know how tired I was, carrying it all alone." That's the truth. Accepting help isn't surrender. It's self-preservation. You're not giving up control. You're choosing safety, peace, and ironically, more freedom. It might look like a grab bar in the shower, a ride to the doctor, or a smart speaker that reminds you to take your meds. It's not about giving up independence. It's about changing the definition of what independence really means. One of the cruelest parts of aging. The world starts to look right past you. The barista calls the person behind you before you even finish ordering. The nurse asks your son about your health instead of asking you. The young server assumes you can't read the menu or remember your order. You start to feel like background. Eleanor, age 87, was once a civil rights attorney. Fierce, brilliant. Now she volunteers at a museum. And yet one day, a younger visitor asked the intern a question she could have answered in her sleep. When I asked her how that felt, she said with a sad smile, "I've learned how to be invisible. But it still stings. The world is moving fast, and you're still here. Still thinking, still feeling, still living. So, here's what you do. Speak anyway. Answer the question. Tell the story. Share your view. Make your presence known. You don't need to shout to be heard. You just need to refuse to fade. You are not done yet. You are not furniture. You are not a footnote. You are a witness to time, and that matters." The final reality is maybe the heaviest regret. Not the big dramatic kind. The quiet kind. The kind that sits in the empty afternoons. The "I wish I had," the "why didn't I?" When life slows down, the mind speeds up. And if you're not careful, that stillness becomes a cage. Gerald, 89, was a school principal for 30 years. He retired proud but aimless. "No one needs me now," he told me once. But the truth, he hadn't found a new way to be needed. Because purpose doesn't disappear after 80. It just changes shape. You don't run businesses, but you can shape hearts. You don't fix roofs, but you can ease grief with a listening ear. You don't teach classrooms, but you still teach every time you share a memory. Purpose isn't productivity. It's presence. Every morning you wake up with a question. How can I bring light, even if it's just a little? That's not regret. That's redemption. Reaching your 80s is no small thing. It's a badge of survival, resilience, and deep human experience. But with it comes new challenges. Some loud, others so subtle they slip by unnoticed until they don't. But you've got the strength to face them. So tell me, which of these truths spoke loudest to you? The shrinking circle, the body that won't bounce back, the creeping dependence, the fading visibility, the ache of what now? Whatever it was, know this, you are not alone, and you still get to choose. Choose rest. Choose community. Choose to be seen. Choose to see yourself. This isn't the end of the story. It's the deepest, richest chapter, where your presence carries more weight than ever before. If this resonated with you, leave a comment below. Tell us what struck you and how you plan to carry that into your day. Like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Your voice matters. Your story matters. And we're so glad you're here.